Today's topic is theory of demand. Yes, we already learned in chapter 1 there are three types of economic systems. In that, capitalism or the market economy, socialism or the command economy, and third one, India is a typical example, that is mixed economy. So, price of a commodity is determined by the forces of demand and supply. Tell me, price of a commodity is determined by the force of demand and supply. The point where demand and supply intersect. That's a market equilibrium. Yes, so we have to learn theory of demand, one chapter today, and the next topic theory of supply, and it's a together price determination or the market equilibrium. Yes. So, what is theory of demand? What is demand? Demand is the effective desire which can be fulfilled. If I say it is DAW, D-A-W, D stands for desire for a specific commodity. Secondly, ability, A stands for ability to pay for a commodity. I want, telling not enough. I have to buy it. I have to buy it, and I should have ability to pay for that particular commodity, and willingness to pay for a commodity. These three things coming together, then only demand in economics coming. Demand for a commodity is the quantity of commodity which consumer is willing to buy at a particular price or a period of time. Define demand. Define demand definition. Please write down these value points in the notebook. Take a fresh page. Define demand. According to Benham, a demand for anything at a given price is the amount of it which will be bought per unit of time at that price. According to, it's a definition, according to Benham, B-E-N-H-A-M, according to Benham, a demand for anything, first value word, for anything at a given price, please note it down, at a given price, underline, is the amount of it which will be bought, amount of it which will be bought, purchased, by, bought, per unit of time at that price, per unit of time at that price. So make this definition in different values. Tell me, demand for anything at a given price is the amount of it which will be bought, next word, per unit of time at that price, at that price, P-R-I-C-E, please note it correctly, at that price. So definition of demand is this one, and there is another definition comes for law of demand. That's some changes are there. Please learn this. Define demand. That's a question. Yes. Demand itself is divided into two: individual demand, individual Vyakti, individual demand, and market demand. Please note that also. Market demand. Yes. So first of all, we can learn now what is individual demand. For that, I shall say one typical example. I do say Apple story. This schedule we have to by heart, and you have to apply it, you have to use it, and a diagram also. We have need a schedule and a diagram. Yes. Example, apple, a particular commodity we are buying now, apple for example, and the income in my hand 30 rupees to purchase what? To purchase apples. So price in the market varies, we know that, and quantity demanded, that are the two columns, these are the two variables. How much income I have to spend for this particular commodity, apple, I have 30 rupees. If the price of that apple per kilogram is 10 rupees, in that case, how many kilos I can buy with my income, fixed income? 3 kilos. Okay. Suppose the price comes down to 6 rupees. Then how many kilos I can buy? With 30 rupees, 30 by 6, 5 kilos. 30 rupees by 6 rupees. Again, the price comes down to 5 rupees. 30 by 5, how many kilos I can buy? 6 kilos. What we can analyze from here? Two variables, changing items, price and quantity demanded. Income in my hand is a fixed variable for the time being. So with that income, a particular commodity I am buying, I am purchasing. So depends on income, depends on the price of the commodity. The quantity demanded of the commodity varies. It shows when we analyze the schedule or the table, we can see that when price comes down, when the price is reduced, I can buy more and more of that particular commodity, or a consumer can buy particular commodity more when the price comes down. This is a typical example. By this way, learning itself is better, and income of the consumer for the time being is fixed for that particular commodity also. So two variables, OX and OY, we can mark it down correspondingly to the adjacent side itself based on this schedule. So quantity demanded, OX quantity demanded, and OY price. It should be like this itself. Please note it. Draw the line OX axis, OY axis, and OX quantity demanded, or in the textbook you can see demand, not enough quantity demanded, and price. Make equal divisions for this 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and quantity demanded 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? Yes. Now, at rupees 10, how many kilos? 3 kilos. At rupees 6, 5 kilos. At rupees 5, like that, when we draw the diagram, demand curve we can draw based on this schedule. You have to draw very correctly using scalar and the points. We are getting a demand curve DD. It's a downward sloping curve. DD curve is a downward sloping. Then downward sloping, why? Because there is an inverse relationship between whom and whom? Price and quantity demanded with the given level of income. Okay? Yes. So you have to draw the schedule, and draw the diagram based on that, and explain what is individual demand. Tell me, individual demand shows the quantities of demand for a commodity by a particular consumer at various prices of that commodity. It can be shown by individual demand schedule and individual demand curve. That is what we have done now. So explain it. On the basis of that, what is demand schedule? What is individual? Individual means one consumer only for the time being. Individual demand schedule. That's also we learned now. What is it? Schedule. Individual demand schedule is the tabular presentation. Tabular presentation. That's only a different value word of individual demand, which shows the inverse relationship between price of a commodity and demand for commodity. Price and demand. That is the demand of a consumer, that is an individual, etc. So schedule and diagram already we have done. Same thing we have to write in the notebook. Same schedule. What we learned now, same that Apple story, and explain it. What is individual demand curve? Tell me the question. Individual demand curve. Next question. Based on that, what we learn now. Individual demand curve. Individual demand curve is the graphical representation of individual demand and schedule. Graphical, diagrammatic representation of what and what? Individual demand and schedule. That is, individual demand curve shows demand for a commodity made by a person or an individual at different prices. Same schedule and diagram. In the textbook we can see a lot of examples. No need for the exam point of view, learn the same schedule and diagram, then easy to recollect. Got the idea? Yes. Yes. So demand is divided into two. What are they? Individual demand and market demand. So what is market demand? Market demand is the demand of the whole, WHOLE, whole market. Please underline, whole market at various prices of the commodity. Of the commodity is known as market demand. Repeat and please note it down in a notebook. Market demand is the demand of the whole market at various prices of the commodity. Which example we have taken? Apple. Do not change it, easy to recollect it. And already learned that schedule itself enough, and we can add one more. So market demand is, tell me, demand of the whole market at various prices. So market demand is derived by the, please note it down, by the horizontal summation. Horizontal summation. What's the word meaning of summation? Adding up. SUMMATION. Summation of the individual demand curve and individual demand schedule. So how many individuals are there? They are adding up their demand. So what is market demand schedule? Market demand schedule on the basis of market demand curve we can do it. Market demand schedule and market demand curve. Please underline. And same apple story, price per kg apple, and already learned that example itself we can take first. That is Annie. Annie is her income to purchase that particular commodity. How much it was? 30 rupees. And the next one is yourself. Your name you can write over here. And you have 60 rupees. Two names only we are considering for the sake of simplicity. Okay. Annie and the other one is, yes, Anu. In your case, this instead of Anu, you can write your name. Price in the market for me, by hearted that at 10 rupees, I can buy 3 kilos. How much money I have? 30 rupees. And price comes down 5 kilos. Again price comes down, I can buy 6 kilos. In your case or Anu's case, it is 60 rupees. So 60 rupees by 10, 6 kilos. Yeah, 60 by 6, that is 10. 60 by 5, 12. So two individuals we considered now. We can add all the individuals in our classroom also. But the price in the market, when we face that time, that is same. Okay. So how do we derive the market demand? Adding up the demand. So market demand is adding the columns 2 plus 2 and 3. Yes. So market demand of Annie and Anu is 9 kilos. How did we get it? 3 plus 6. Then 5 plus 10, 15 kilos. Then we have 12 plus 6, 18 kilos. This is the market demand schedule. We have to make it, we have to explain it. And on the basis of that, market demand curve. So, we have to draw the coordinates big one because 3 curves are needed there. One is OX axis. We have done the individual demand curve, what? Quantity demanded, and here price. So, the first one is Annie's demand curve of Annie. The second one I have taken logically itself more money, so it is shifting to the right side only. That is D1, that is demand curve of Anu. In your case you have to write your name and schedule at rupees 10. That's a downward sloping curve. It's a, yes, it's a market demand curve MD. That is this and this adding up we get a market demand curve. Market demand curve is the, tell me, market demand schedule is the horizontal summation of the individual demand, isn't it? how much they purchased or bought. So what is market demand curve? What is market demand curve? Tell me the answer. Market demand curve is the graphical representation in the form of diagram or graph. Graphical representation of market demand schedule is known as market demand curve. So we have to use the diagram and schedule. Based on the schedule, we have to draw the diagram. 6 mark essay comes there. So tell me, what is the assignment today? Individual demand, individual schedule, and diagram. Then what else? Market demand, 1, 2, 3. Next one is market demand schedule, and market demand diagram. Okay. Already we have written the same answers. No need of writing again. Learn the answers correctly. Okay. And another way of question also we are getting. Explain briefly. Market demand is derived by the horizontal summation. Summation means adding up of individual demands. 3 or 4 marks small essays. Okay. Use schedule and diagram. Use schedule and diagram, then only it can be proved. You can use the same schedule and diagram. After learning one answer thoroughly, you can apply to the other situations also. Okay, thank you.